armor. Okay. And uh, let's just come into a seated shape. And from this seated shape, I just want to invite you to place one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly. So today is this time of year is a really, it's a good time of year, but it's a stressful time of year for a lot of people. I know I shared when we started out this class that I have negative Christmas memories from the place that I'm in right now. And that might be the case for you, whether you're alone, whether you're with your family, but you have conflict. Maybe there's like grief intertwined with this holiday. You just sit for a moment with your breath and just identify what is showing up for you. One of the foundations of mindfulness is to just approach it with compassion. And you just be present and compassionate. With yourself and whatever's showing up. I apologize for that notification. I don't know if you could hear that. That was my weekly screen time report. Because we live in this modern, you never get away from. We're going to do a little bit of mindful movement before we drop into stillness. So let's take a big breath in and just lift our arms up towards the sky. And then just exhale, palms through our center. And we'll do a few more like this. Take one more. And then do a little bit of movement from side to side. So land your right palm, lift the left arm up to the side. Wow, that feels so good. And then lift up and over to the right, and let's keep going back and forth. So this is the fourth Christmas Eve Yin yoga class that I've done, fourth annual. Pretty amazing, and I really appreciate all of your presence being here. It's amazing to think about when this community started and how my life has evolved. All of our lives have evolved. You know, all of us have changed and grown as people since we started being part of this community. And one more. And then we'll lift up and take it into some twists. So pivoting. And let's actually just land, stay in our twist for a couple of breaths. And then lift all the way up. And then twist the opposite way. So land the palm, land the hand, gaze over the shoulder. And then we'll move with our breath, twisting with each inhale, pivoting into a twist. Maybe just doing two more. And then come all the way up through center. Just let the spine arrive in neutral. And let's take our palms, interlace them behind the spine. And just rest the hands on the right hip. So the interlaced palms go on the right hip. And then we're going to start to drop our right earlobe down towards the right shoulder. So we're lengthening through the left side of the neck. So I shared with all of you that I came to this resort 5 years ago with my family for Christmas. It was Christmas of 2019. And I had been working on building my business for I think about 8 months at that point. I think I started in May of 2019. So I had been building my business for 8 months. And it had gone nowhere. Like not nowhere, but it just, I hadn't made any money. And I hadn't really moved forward with anything. And I was really doubting myself, doubting my capabilities. And I had actually resigned from my job as a teacher, and then I had to go back in January of 2020 and sign a contract again because I didn't have enough income to sustain. I didn't have a real plan. And so I remember being here 5 years ago and just feeling a lot of really like low emotions about everything. And I think sometimes when we go back to places we've been, it can sometimes trigger that a little bit. You can also use it as an opportunity to witness your growth, just see how far you've come, right? From where you once were to where you are now. Lift the head all the way up. And then we're just going to switch it up. So release the arms and then pull them the other way. Drop the left earlobe down towards the left shoulder. If this arm connection, by the way, doesn't feel quite right for you, feel free to take something else. Let's stay here for about 5 more breaths. And bring our head all the way up. Bring our body all the way up. You can do some shoulder rolls backwards. Then some shoulder rolls forwards. We're going to move our body into a heart opener. And this is called puppy pose or melting heart in yin. So you're just going to bring yourself onto the hands and the knees and start to walk the hands all the way forward and just let the head rest. And if there's another heart opener that feels better suited for you, like if you want to take this laying back on the bolster, that's an option as well. let's stay here for about 3 more breaths. And then just sit the hips back on the heels and rest the body, come into Balasana or child's pose. And then see if you can gently roll up to seated. And from seated, we're just going to come into a neutral. And I'm going to invite you to cross the right ankle over the left thigh. And so you might stay here. This is like a seated pigeon. You could also like have your back against the wall or come onto your spine. Wow, my hips feel tight today. Okay, so this is option one. And then option two is that you might lay your left shin across the width of the mat. So this is called fire log pose or double pigeon. And at the same time that I do this of my double pigeon fire log, I'm also going to do an eagle arms. So I'm going to open my arms in the cactus and then thread the right arm underneath the left. And we're going to be here for about 3 minutes. So it's a shoulder opener and a hip opener. So as all of you know, or I've shared with this community a lot, is that I wrote a book and I'm in the final stages of moving forward with it. And as part of that process, I've been sending my book to different people, particularly people that are part of the story, just to kind of ask them what they think, their feedback. And I sent an email this week to my ex-husband, who I haven't spoken to in like 7 years. He was like really angry at me the last time we spoke. And I was expecting like a very hostile response. And in the email I just wrote, I just want to let you know that I wrote a book. You're in it. I'm sober. The book's about my mental health and sobriety journey. And I just feel out of respect for you that you should have an opportunity to read it before I publish it. And he emailed me back this week. And he said to me, "You're not going to believe this, but I'm also 5 years sober and I also wrote a book. And you're also in it." Oh, and he said, "I have no plans on publishing my book ever, but you're more than welcome to read it." And it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy because it sounds like we were living almost parallel lives. separately. Like, I don't know the context or the circumstances around his sobriety, but if I had to guess, it follows almost the exact timeline to me of like, I think I got sober about a year and a half after we broke up, maybe almost 2 years after we broke up. And it was like 2 years of like self-destructive spiral. And if he follows that timeline, then I'm only guessing it was like a similar path. Stay here for about 5 more breaths. And then just unwind your arms and unwind your legs and just rock the legs from side to side. And then just come into a stillness for a moment. Feel the difference between right side compared to left. And then let's come into the opposite side. So land your right foot, cross the left ankle, and then either stay here or lay the shin across the width of the mat and come into fire log on this side. And then we'll open the arms and take eagle arm on the opposite side. So this song that's coming on right now is Michael Bublé.
Have yourself
and we have a hardcore Michael Bublé fan in our community who's not here today.
Let your heart
Laura Naylor is like a hardcore Michael Bublé fan. This is a playlist that I made probably 4 years ago, and I think I made it with her in mind. So we'll enjoy Michael Bublé for a moment.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together. if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together, if the fates allow. So hang a shining star above the highest bough.
Be there for about 5 more deep.
And have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Then just unwind everything. Land the feet. And then rock the knees from side to side. And then again, come into a cross-legged shape.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in
Let's
heavenly
unwind now and just lengthen the left leg long in front of you. And pick up the right leg and cross the right knee on top of the left. So we're going to start with a little forward fold hamstring stretch, and then we're going to take it into full cow face pose. So first, let's just walk our body forward and move forward.
Jesus, Lord, at thy birth, silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace.
Stay there for like
Sleep
3 more breaths.
in heavenly peace.
And then walk the hands all the way up. And see if you can pull the left knee in. So this is our cow face legs. We're going to lift our left arm up, land the left palm on the shoulder, and perhaps stay like this or weave the hand back and make a connection. Nice. Knowing that if it's uncomfortable, it's okay. It's going to pass. We just don't want sharp pain.
Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find you? Why have you gone away? My world is changing, I'm rearranging. Does that mean Christmas changes too? Where are you, Christmas? Do you remember the girl you used to know? You and I were so carefree.
This is the
No,
Grinch.
nothing's easy. Did Christmas change? Or just
Stay there for a couple more breaths. And then just release your arms, release your legs, and lengthen out the legs. And you're just going to like paddle them out for a moment.
Have yourself
And again, bring
a
yourself into
merry
a
little
neutral.
Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be
And we're going
out
to
of
do the exact
sight.
same thing on the opposite side. So I believe it's your right leg that's going to go long
Have yourself
and the left leg that will
a
come across. And
merry
then we're going to
little
hinge forward over the
Christmas.
legs.
Make the
Lengthen into it for a moment.
Yuletide gay. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. if the fates allow, hang a shining star upon the highest bar, and have yourself
Let's stay lengthening
a
here for just
merry
a couple more breaths.
little Christmas now.
And then we're just going to come up and do the same thing we did on the opposite side. So pull the bottom leg in to bring yourself into eagle legs. Not eagle, this is cow face. And then lift up the opposite arm, the arm that you haven't done. I'm like all mixed up right now. I don't know what I've done, what I haven't, but I trust you. Get mindful in your body. Just try to feel out what you have done and haven't done. So anyway, it's just amazing to think me and my ex were living these parallel lives, and he's one of the people that I uh, was most worried about when it came. I mean, not most worried about when it came to my book, but he's the main character in the story. And I think if he wrote a book as well, it would be interesting to read because it's probably a completely different story of the same events, I'm gonna guess. Um, but it shows that he understands the value of narrative medicine for your healing journey, like the value in storytelling. And I think that's really important if um, he can understand and respect why I'm doing what I'm doing, then really important. Stay hanging out here for about 5 more breaths. And then unwind both of the arms and unwind the legs and just walk them from side to side. And we'll do one more seated forward fold. So take both legs long, take a big inhale, lift the arms up, and then hinge the body forward. Let's just stay here for about 5 more breaths. Lift all the way up. Bring the knees into the chest, give the body a little bit of a hug. And for our last couple of shapes, the first one we'll do is legs up the wall. So I'm just going to invite you to come towards a wall or a piece of furniture, snuggle your body towards the wall, and then lift the legs up. So this is going to allow the blood to flow back towards the back body, the skull, the neck. And this is a very replenishing shape for the body. Stay where we are for just a couple more breaths. And then we're just going to open our arms into cactus arms, pull the knees in, and drop into a twist right where you are if you have space. Be there for about 3 more breaths. And then lift the knees up. And let's take it the opposite way. And just pull the knees up. Give your body a soft little hug. And if there's any last movements that would feel off your practice well, just take a moment to do those little movements. Melody Beattie has a book called Journey to the Heart. And I like to read from her essays every day. This one is Remember Faith. There is a church in New Mexico where the ground is said to be holy, sacred, and healing. And as I sat in a pew in that church, I was amazed at the numbers that walked there. I watched one man carry in his sick wife, a woman so ill she couldn't walk or stand by herself. They came to pray, to touch the holy ground. They came for a miracle. I sat watching and listening in awe of the tremendous power of faith. Many things in life test us, strain us, deplete us, and sometimes leave us without hope. Yet there is a place in us in which the ground is sacred and holy. And that place in us is called faith. Remember faith. It's important. Without it, life is dull, useless, and joyless. We may have moments when we say, what's the use? Nothing will help. We may go through times when we're angry. We don't want to believe anymore. But faith has the power to transform us. Faith can instill joy, bring peace, and restore a sense of acceptance and fulfillment in our lives. Faith is a simple place, but it is also a place of profound power. Faith can turn our lives around. Faith may not bring us the miracle we want, but it will always bring us the miracle we need. Cultivate faith. Touch it, hold it in your hand. In the back room of the sanctuary, Tichumayo, is the ground that says to be holy and healing. Visitors are invited to take some with them. I scooped up a portion, just a tiny bit, and placed it in a small plastic bag and put it in my Jeep. Faith. You don't need much, but a little bit goes a long way. If you haven't already made your way into your Shavasana shape, just make your way there. And we're going to be here for the next few moments, and then I'll bring you back when the time is up. Maybe this Christmas will mean something more. Maybe this year love will appear deeper than ever before. And maybe forgiveness will ask us to call someone we love, someone we lost, for reasons we can't quite recall. Ooh, maybe this Christmas, and maybe an open door, and maybe a star that shone before will shine once more. Maybe this Christmas will mean something more. Maybe this year love will appear deeper than ever before. Ooh, maybe this Christmas, maybe this Christmas. Give your body a little wake up wiggle. So a wiggle through the fingers, a wiggle through the toes, and then a stretch all the way from fingertips to toes. Just curl the knees into the chest, give yourself a nice little hug, and just think if there's anyone in your life right now that you want to send some loving thoughts or some healing thoughts towards. Maybe you do want to set an intention to reach out and heal any part of that relationship. Maybe not. That's okay too. The practice of sending them loving thoughts is more for you than anything else. It's going to heal you inside and help you move through the world with joy, with patience, with gratitude, with grace. And see if you can bring yourself up to seated. And we're just going to finish with one short Nadi Shodhana breathwork practice. So take your hand, take the peace fingers on your third eye, just plug through the right nostril and breathe in through the left. Plug through the left nostril, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left. Keep going like this. Take one more complete round. And then just land the right arm, breathing in and out. And then bring both palms to heart center, closing with our intention. It's the ancient but original intention that's been passed from heart to heart through thousands of years. And it's that our practice remains steady and our efforts continuous, and that our yoga helps and heals, and it serves and it benefits all beings everywhere. May all beings be safe. May they be happy, healthy, and free. And may the thoughts and the actions of each of our lives contribute towards this each and every day. And let's just finish with an Om sound. And we're going to breathe in and breathe out and breathe in to make the Om. So take a big filling breath in and then an emptying breath out. Then a big breath in. Oh, so very much for being here. This is our fourth annual Christmas Eve Yin Yoga, and it wouldn't happen without your presence, your contribution to our community. So thank you so much. The light in me, it sees and it honors the light in each one of you.